Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. Here I am Pramod and I'd like to welcome all of you to another brand new video. So if you are new to my channel, please subscribe the channel so that you can get all the updates. So on this channel you will get several grammatical videos along with some spoken English videos. Also you will get some vocabulary related videos. So let's get started. So as you can see on the board that we are talking about conditional sentences, and it's a series, and I have already uploaded 2 more videos on conditional sentences. Okay, so today I'm going to discuss about third conditional sentence, and it is one of the most important structure that we need to solve questions like right forms of verbs, questions like completing sentence. Okay, so let's get started. So as you can see on the board that first of all I have written the structure of third conditional sentence. So you can see that conditional sentence as other conditional sentences, third conditional sentence also starts with the conjunction if, and it's also divided into 2 parts. At first you will write the subordinate clause that starts with if, and then the main verb will appear. So as other conditional sentence, this is also a type of a complex sentence that is connected by subordinating conjunction if. Well, like other 2 more conditional sentences, you can also use unless to make negative statements using third conditional sentences. So let's take a look on the structure. So you can see that the first of all we have written the subordinating clause that starts with if followed by a subject, and after that take a look on the verb pattern. Here the verb is formed by using a had and V3, that means past participle form of the main verb. It means third conditional sentence takes past perfect tense with the if clause. Just keep this thing in your mind that the third conditional sentence takes past perfect tense to make its subordinate clause. And what will be the tense of the main clause? Take a look. Here the main clause started with a subject, with second subject obviously, and then followed by would, could or might. You need to select one from each from these 3 modal auxiliaries depending on the meaning or your reason to use the conditional sentence. So you need to use one of them from would, could or might, followed by have and the verb form of the V3 form, that means past participle form of the verb. So what is the structure of the main clause? The main clause starts with the subject followed by would, could or might, and then have plus V3 form. So would have, could have, might have. So you need to keep in your mind that the verb in the main clause will start with would have, might have, could have, followed by the V3 form of the main verb. So this is also known as perfect conditional. Okay, this term is also known as perfect conditional, where we use modal auxiliary verbs like would, could, might, followed by have, and then followed by a V3 form of the verb. Okay, so this is the structure, and now let's talk about why do we use a third conditional sentence? What is the reason of using a third conditional sentence? Okay, you can see over here that firstly it talks about past. That means as the second conditional sentence, third conditional also uses the past tense to create its meaning. But there is a different situation over here that it actually deals with unreal past. That means a past situation that is not exactly real one. Rather, it is kind of imagination of the speaker's mind. So this type of situation you can create with using the third conditional sentence pattern. Okay. Secondly, imaginary situation in the past that we cannot change. Well, something that's happened already in the past and you wish or you're wishing that that should not happen like that. You need to change it. If you could change the situation, if it happened like that, if you need to express such a statement, you can use that conditional sentence, which will make your way out easily. Then the final thing is, it shows a wish to change the past situation. Well, remember one thing, that this conditional sentence, that means the third conditional sentence, we actually use to express our imagination or fantasy or any unrealistic expression. Okay, so that means if something happened in your life, but you are not going to feeling good with this situation, and you want to change, like if you could change the situation, or if you could do like that. So if you want to express such feelings, you can use the third conditional sentence structure. Now let's take some examples over here. First example, you can see that if I had left earlier. So take a look on the verb pattern, had, left. So the verb in the subordinate clause is formed with the auxiliary verb had followed by the past participle form of live. Remember one thing, that some verbs are called weak verbs, those who have only two forms, past form and the present form, and the past participle form is also just like the past form. That means you can use the past form as your past participle form also. So, and that is that type of word is leave, left, left. So that is why this left is not the past form, rather it's the V3 form, because it's followed, it's after had. Okay. So if I had left earlier, I would not have missed my flight. So what actually this sentence is expressing? Well, it is expressing the speaker's wish that if that person could leave a little bit earlier, but it could not happen because he already missed the flight. So that is the thing. So here the situation already happened, but the speaker is having a wish, or a speaker is actually imagining the situation if he could change his past situation. And we all know that we cannot change past. Okay, so that is the reason here we can use third conditional sentences. And take a look on the verb pattern of the main clause, wouldn't have missed. So here I have used the perfect conditional format with would followed by have followed by a V3 form, missed. So just you can match the structure with your example. Okay, then the second example, if you had not been so rude, they would have invited you back. So what does it mean actually? Well, it means that if you had not been so rude, so maybe in a party or somewhere you behaved rudely and you were very rude over there, and that is the reason they would have not invited you back. So it happened in our life. So here we are expressing a past situation that the speaker is showing about. Actually, he is regretting about his condition, about the situation. If you had not been so rude. So here the verb had not been. Been, we all know that the been is the past participle form of to be verb. Okay, so we got be verb, like we use am is there in present tense, we use was there for our past tense, we use be as the base form, but for the V3 form or the past participle form, it is been. So that is the reason here the verb V3 is been, it's the V3 form, so because it is followed by had. Okay, if you had not been so rude, they would have invited you back. Would have invited. So it goes like the structure. And number 3, if she had replied to my message, I would not have been so worried. So here it's exactly the same thing. Had, it's the format of its auxiliary verb of past perfect, and then followed by the V3 form of replies, replied, and I would not have been. Would not plus have plus been again is the V3 form of our to be verb be. And the final example, if you had lent me your car, if you had lent me your car, I could have got there faster. But unfortunately, he did not lend me his car and I could not get there faster. So I'm expressing a situation that is imaginary, or I wish I could change the situation. So here you can practice more sentences using third conditional sentence structure. Remember one thing, that a third conditional sentence or the first conditional or second conditional, all of these three conditional sentences have unique structure, and when you are answering questions like right forms of verb, you need to keep in your mind that whether the sentence is first conditional or second conditional or third conditional. So you need to practice a lot. Again, I would like to say that the students who are going to sit for the SSC examination, you got a topic that is called completing sentences, where half part of the sentence are given and you need to complete the rest of the part. So this type of question you may get in your exam, where half part of the conditional sentence, like third conditional sentence, will be given and you need to complete the rest of the part. So just keep in your mind the structures properly and make your own sentences. So I hope you have enjoyed the video, and I think this video is a little bit informative to you. So thanks for watching the video. See you in the next video. Till then, take care and goodbye.